Hello everybody, getting ready to start 5.7 about describe and compare rational expressions. It will be part 1, part 2 and 3 are available here for worksheets, tutoring, tests, quizzes, solution PowerPoints. 5.7 describe and compare function characteristics. Here is the standard that you can read there. This is part 1. We have classwork here of 24 points. And then we got vocabulary of, I forget how much. Okay, so here is your bell work teachers to give to your students when they walk in the classroom. Give them 6 minutes to complete these. Solve by equation by cross multiplying. Check for extraneous. Solve the equation by using LCD. They can do this in 5 minutes, I think. Okay, welcome back. Let's check your bell work here. Here's number 1. That is a gnarly set there of work where you got to put everything under a common denominator. You keep factoring and multiplying through. You have a quadratic here equaling another quadratic. Combine like terms. You factor it down. You factor again here. Then you have this solution here, this solution here. Then you check your solutions to see which one's extraneous, if any of them. And it looks to me like the -3/2 is the correct solution here. And then for number 2, this is what we do here. We're going to cross multiply to solve here. Come up with this. We factor down. We come up with these 2 zeros here. So x equals 0, x equals 6, or x equals 3. And then we check these. Undefined. Then for 6 checks. And then 3 does not check. So your solution will be 6 here. Okay, describe and compare function characteristics. You studied characteristics of functions and their graphs. You will analyze and compare functions, so you can sketch a graph verbal description. So the graphs y equals x and y equals 2 to the x rise from left to right for all real numbers. These functions are always increasing. The graphs of y equals -x and y equals 0.5x fall from left to right for all reals. These functions are always decreasing. The function y equals x squared is decreasing for x less than or equal to 0, but increasing for x greater than or equal to 0. The table shows when a function is increasing or decreasing over an interval. So for this here, y equals x, y equals 2 to the x. And then we have those others here. Go ahead and graph those. Here's the graph here. Y equals x here. And then y equals 2 to the x is like that. And then here is y equals -x, and then y equals 0.5x would go like this. This would be this graph here. Okay, then here is y equals x squared. Okay, for this situation, we have values of f of x, so we're going to f of x1 less than f of x2 wherever x1 is less than x2. So rises from left to right, rises from left to right like that. And then when this is the case here, whenever x1 is less than x2, falls from left to right, so it'll be something like this. Sketch a graph given a verbal description. So we have a situation here where A represents altitude and T represents time. So a small plane flying at a constant cruising altitude is caught in a storm. Air currents carry the plane up, so we have it goes up with a storm before pushing it down rapidly below its original altitude here. So we started here, we're a little bit below here. The plane exits the storm and gradually returns to its cruise. That would be that graph there. So this is kind of it, kind of like analyzing this flight portrayed by a graph, increasing, decreasing, increasing, and constant will be flat. And then this is time here, your domain is time, and your altitude will be your range. Okay, our guided practice here, sketch graph for situation described below. And students, this is yours here. Sketch a graph for each situation, number of customers in coffee shop, blah, blah, blah. Increases till mid-morning, decreases, increases at lunch, and greatest number of customers for today, then slowly decreases until the shop closes in late afternoon. So go ahead and on a separate piece of paper, students, add your piece of paper and answer sheet and staple it to it, or take a picture of it with your phone and send it to me. Okay, here's situation with the guided practice. Here is our graph of this situation here. Began slightly positive, which is here. And then significantly negative down here. So this will be a decreasing part of the graph. Local min, this will be a local min. Then over here, growth rate a little bit higher. So we go up here and then we flatten down here a little bit. A significantly positive area from our local min, it grows. These are x-intercepts here, x-intercepts. And then this is an increasing part of the graph here when it goes from its local min and comes up here. Then a local max is here, and then it decreases here, starts to decrease. Growth rate a little bit higher than here, well, we hope so. Again, this is the graph. And again, those are the significant points in the graph, crucial points in the graph. And that's part 1 and part 2 and 3. Email me for 2 and 3. Thank you.